it's just me. My past self is my inspiration. I have I have a special interest in science. Like when I grow up, I want to have a career maybe in the medical field or in the science field itself. But my first aim is to become a doctor, and that to a specialist like a pediatrician. And I also love classical dances, and I learned Bharatanatyam for 5 years. And yeah, and anchoring, this orating is really kind of like my thing. I love anchoring and I love orating. I love giving speeches and all of that. I think there was this like a grand show where we did. It was not exactly a show, it was the junior annual day program where me and my friend, like, we were selected to give a, show an advertisement for the school. Like, we had to explain what all new features and facilities are coming onto the school. So like we had to represent it. So it was in Siri Fort Auditorium, and it was during the annual function of the junior classes. So it was just like the two of us that were the seniors in the auditorium, like the entire place. So we had to like give an advertisement about the school, and we had to like explain and represent the new features coming on. When I enter the stage, my mind is totally blank. I tried to revise my lines, but it seems like I forget everything. But then I start speaking like subconsciously. I don't know what is coming next, but it's just that it's in the tip of my tongue, and it's like my tongue has its own control and it is speaking, like it's speaking on its own. I had to speak my lines, and all of a sudden I became blank. Even my tongue, it stopped working. Like, my mouth felt dry and all, and I was just staring at the audience, and the audience was staring at me. But then later I did some improvisation, a quick improv, and I continued my lines. I mean, that was super embarrassing for me, and I thought that what others would be thinking about me. Even my parents were there, but they said nothing. When I asked that how was I, they said you were great. I mean, nothing was wrong, everything was perfect. And I was like, okay. The another point that I want to go for this medical field is because I also want to become a philanthropist when I grow up. And you become a partial philanthropist when you become a doctor, because you help the people who are in need. And I specifically want to maybe get a job, or maybe get a part-time job in a government hospital or somewhere, because people who are in need, like the more poor ones, like the ones who stay in the rural areas, they need more help than the ones like who are a bit privileged. So I like to help the underprivileged people, and maybe open a charity or a trust foundation for the needy ones, especially for the underprivileged children. Every time someone asks me who is my inspiration, I'm like, it's just me. My past self is my inspiration. I always try to be a better version of myself. I've never had a specific inspiration like others did.